welcome back. Today is Thursday, May 21st, and this is episode 142 of NooBTooB, weekly independent podcast where we are trying out the new Wolverine game, which we've heard is really violent. But Yuzo and I, we're not novices. We're veteran gamers.
That's right.
We can take anything they dish out.
All right, here we go. Special attack. Woo, dude, he just ripped out some guy's heart and he took a bite out of it.
Awesome!
Wow.
All right, wait, hold on. He's not done yet, though.
Okay.
Now, it looks like he's taking that guy's intestines. He's making a noose and he's choking him to death with them. That's okay. I mean, it's kind of fucked up, but that's all right.
That's all right. I'm cool with that, but let me try this special button over here.
All right, yeah.
Bam! Oh, dude, I think he's skinning the guy now, and he's actually wearing the skin as a suit.
Oh, now he's wearing that suit over to the dude's house and fucking his wife? That is too far. I was okay with, like, the heart eating and stuff, but fucking a dude's wife wearing his own skin?
Too much.
Too much! Too much! And I'm Tobin
and I'm Yuzo Watanabe. We have a line. We draw it at that. And this week we're talking about X-Men Origins Wolverine, Space Invaders Extreme, Bionic Commando, and Infamous demo. And our new releases include Punch-Out, yes, Blox, Bash Party, EA Sports Active, and Terminator Salvation.
I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. I want you off the goddamn set, you prick.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Don't be fucking sorry. Just think for a second. Now let's get started with X-Men Origins Wolverine.
No.
Fucking ding! You prick.
I am professional, thank you.
You're a fucking professional. You smash your lights.
Actually, speaking of lights, we have this. We have our new camera. Let's actually see if it works out.
So we've
HD.
had a long and sordid history trying to get our HD working. So this week, we finally think we've got it all figured out. So let us know what you think of the quality of the video.
Yes, because we spent a fair chunk of change to get it to be this good.
Yes,
but our first game is Wolverine X-Men Origins Wolverine, which is a movie licensed game.
Yes.
I'm a little worried about that. I was a little worried about that before I played it.
Yeah.
Because, right?
Yeah, there's actually... I mean, like, you're looking at next week, there's Terminator. I mean, like, a lot of these big movies have games associated with them. We actually we're skipping this game. We'd kind of gone past it, and a bunch of people on the forums and on YouTube and stuff were just like, hey, check out
You gotta try
Wolverine.
this game.
It's pretty fun.
And, we actually gave it a try, and you know what? It actually is pretty fun.
It's
for
pretty fun.
the most part. Now, I'm not going to go out to say that this is going to be like one of those action games to roll all action games.
Right.
But it's pretty fun. So, I mean, how does it work? Like, what's the general idea behind this game?
So it is walking through the movie.
I heard they added some other stuff that wasn't in the movie, but for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you're kind of on this linear path in the movie where you're walking through the plot points, and you're Wolverine. You find out the backstory with his brother. You find out the backstory with you being in the lab, getting adamantium bones, them trying to kill you, blah blah blah. So you're fighting through all this stuff. But so the focus of it is all combat, and they really make the combat kind of crazy,
like almost over the top. Like we were saying, talking some of the examples, but like I was playing and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. He's gonna go and you see a helicopter over there. I'm like, okay, I can run over the helicopter. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I can bash the glass in. Like I'm down with that. And then he grabs the guy, lifts his head up to the rotor blades, and then he throws him, and then he jumps back off. And I'm like, that's pretty funny.
I was giggling.
I know.
I was giggling. I mean, there's some parts that are just like hilarious, or there's some parts that are pretty awesome, where there's like these ghost dudes that are invisible, and they show up next to you, and he just goes like this, and then kills two invisible dudes. There's moments. It's one of those things where nothing stands out about the mechanics of the game. It's not the best fighting game. It's not whatever, but you're kind of you know what? Honestly, it's like renting a movie.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of playing through the movie. Like you have no doubt you're gonna beat the game. Like
sure.
The levels aren't particularly challenging.
Yeah, I mean the gameplay wise, like you're saying, it's just like it's not God of War. They're not actually going to do that stuff. But I'm looking at them like this is probably what it feels like to watch the Wolverine movie. Right? I mean, it's a summer popcorn thriller. This is a popcorn game, and I'm like, I can't fault it for that because at the very core, the mechanics weren't bad.
No, they weren't too bad.
No, and actually, the one cool one I really liked, I don't know about you, but it's like the lunge.
Lunge was the shit.
Lunge, like something about it, just being able to see somebody way out there, target him, you see this little arrow thing, and you're like, Rah!
And occasionally they would even do it cinematically where they pop it from the dude's point of view, and you just see you coming like, I'm gonna fuck your face, just like, oh no!
I know another game that did that.
What's that?
Deadly Creatures.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Deadly Creatures.
Dude, they stole it from Deadly Creatures.
They stole the tarantula lunge. That was seriously, it was called the lunge. Deadly Creatures, setting the tone for all games.
Innovating. On the Wii, of all things.
That's
I'm seriously. I didn't even make the connection.
Though,
I'm like, wow, that reminds me of another game.
You're absolutely right. Wolverine stole the fucking tarantula lunge.
And it's but they did add one extra element, right? You do the lunge, and then you can hit B at the right time, and you do the lunge, and then you grab their head, and you like do a flip and you throw them into a spike.
You can do like deadly attacks, like you can, and the spikes are kind of nice.
Yeah, and so they have a lot of good leveling, some stuff. So they have some God of War isms, right? Yep. So it's like you kill guys, you get experience points, you get orbs, which I kind of like the orbs, but whatever. You get the rage orbs, right?
Yep.
But you can like upgrade your claw strength, your various special abilities,
your
health, all this stuff, and like it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's seriously fun.
It is. And the cool thing is they added enough variation where you keep learning new attacks, and then they also do these things where if you explore the levels a lot, you can find the I forgot they call the add-ons. They're called accoutrement or something.
I don't know if they call them.
I don't think they're called that, but basically you have several equipable slots, and you can swap in these abilities.
Oh, mutagens.
Mutagens, that's right. So you can swap in those things. Like you said, you can choose what things to level up. So you're kind of
a lot of hidden stuff. Like I think, like in the very beginning of the level, I found like the classic X-Men suit, or something like that. So I'm guessing maybe you get other costumes, you get some other stuff. But the thing is,
JPEGs of Rogue naked.
That would I
would pay.
Kitty
for
Pryde
that.
would be Kitty Pryde and nice. Rogue slash fiction videos. That
Bumping uglies.
Yes. Yeah, so like this game is like the thing is I'm not going to give this a buy. I'm seriously not.
No.
Like I can see myself playing for about 3 or 4 hours and maybe I finish it, maybe I don't, but it's okay. The 3 or 4 hours,
it's
I had fun.
It's worth the rental. The bosses are a little bit dumb.
A little bit?
The bosses are really dumb. So
no, what about the fucking puzzles, dude?
I couldn't figure them out. I had to go to GameFAQs.
I know. Pushing the block was very difficult.
You have to push the block like 4 feet. Sometimes you have to pick up an energy canister and walk it to the other side of the room.
Right.
What if you get lost?
Sometimes you do get lost because like some doors have green and red, and I was like, I kept on going through the red doors, but it wouldn't open. So.
Well, how were you supposed to know?
I know.
I mean, if. It's one of these. It's a game for smart people. Is a problem.
I know.
It's just like you're playing, and you're just like, all right, Captain Smarty, I can't figure out these puzzles. Yeah. So
I'm so glad that at least you can, trial and error. Like, after about an hour of playing this game,
I just tried every door.
Yeah, eventually it worked.
So the puzzles are retardedly simple.
Really bad. Yeah.
Really simple. The bosses are just kind of dumb because every boss has the same basic pattern, which is you figure out until they're vulnerable, jump on them, and then punch,
and then basically hit them in the back. Yeah.
And it's like I fought 3 bosses, with the exception of
the one guy, the brother. What's his name? Right?
Sabretooth. Wasn't his? No, that's not.
I don't think that's his
brother. Whatever his brother's name is, you actually have to fight him. But I mean,
dude, what is up with that fucking boss? Like, I was seriously.
I got so mad.
I'm like, you're fighting him. Like, this isn't a spoiler.
You're fighting Wolverine's brother.
Wolverine's brother. It's not really a spoiler because it happens really early. But basically, you fight him, you kill him, go all the way down to health, and he regenerates 4 times.
Yeah. So you kill him inside, his health comes back up. You kill him inside, he throws you outside. You kill him outside.
A few more times, you kill him, and then you get a cutscene.
Yeah. So the cutscene is him beating the shit out of you.
Yeah.
So you have proceeded to hand him his own whooped ass 4 times, and then there's this cutscene where he's just hitting you with telephone poles
and then kills your girlfriend.
It's like,
that's not a reward.
Yeah, you should have at least had it so he was impossible to beat. So you fight valiantly, you lose, and then you get that cutscene. Like, this was just stupid.
There are a couple of the games that do that, where you have a boss battle and then it's preordained, and it's just like it's like one of those cardinal sins I think game designers do. They're just like, look, you cannot do this.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make you struggle, you have to show him defeating shit, and God of War does that really well.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, do they ever do a thing where you fail? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think that I don't remember any like the failure was more like it wasn't after a fight.
Yeah.
But I mean, so that was dumb. There was a machine gun scene on a boat that was dumb.
That was a total intern project, right? It
so
was
they had some guy they just tacked on this thing where they're like, you're in a boat and you got a machine gun.
The controls were god awful.
Controls are awful. So I mean, notice how we're complaining a lot about this game. I mean, the thing is
it's okay.
It really is just okay. It's just a rental. You go out and you play it. It's bubblegum. The fun parts of it do kind of save the unfun parts. Yeah,
I would say that the mere fact, like just giggling on how bloody and gory this was just like my wife came by, and was just like, "What the hell are you laughing at?" And then she would see all this gore. I'm like, "Oh my god, that's disgusting!" Right? And I'm like, "Actually, it's really funny."
Yeah. And that's exactly what happened. It's like Adrian was sitting next to me, and I was just like killing dudes. I was like, yeah. And she's just like, I don't like that laugh.
Yeah, it's kind of an evil laugh, but it's fun. It's pure, unadulterated, fun.
Yep.
So
rental.
And if it's $20, $30, maybe buy it.
Rental. I wouldn't
Even
buy
then,
it.
$20. I'll give it $20 maybe. 60.
I'd buy it for 10.
No.
I'd buy it for 10. Because I mean, you're gonna beat it once. You're never gonna play it again. You might let your
that's
friends
true.
borrow it. You're just like,
Sure
dude,
you
you
go.
want to see a game where you stick some guy's head in a fucking helicopter blade? Check this out. Borrow
Sure.
that. So.
That works for me.
Space
okay.
Invaders Extreme.
Yeah, Space Invaders Extreme. So this is so it was already released on the DS
Yeah.
as a pretty awesome. We basically gave
We
it a huge thumbs up
loved
on the
it.
DS.
Yeah.
This is now on the Xbox Live Arcade, and I couldn't really tell that much difference.
I think it was exactly the same. I mean, like, it was prettier, obviously,
Yeah.
because it was huge. I mean, like, it looked good. It's one of those things where you're playing. It really reminds me of, like, Rez.
Yes, with the way the music kind of matches
it's
all the action,
pulsing
it's really
and beating, and just like it's nonstop. It'll pop to a special game, you pop back out of the special game, you pop back and forth, and you start to learn the patterns where it's like you have to line up the colored dudes on the sides. You're trying to shoot them in the right order. And
well, and like it's weird too because like I barely started figuring out the scoring concept when I was on the DS, but it's just like, okay, if you hit 4 same colors in a row, then they'll drop that ball, which took me a while to figure out. But then you get the special powers as a result, right? But then there's all these special items. If you look at the background, it's like column.
Yeah.
So if you hit the whole row, you'll fill that. If you hit the whole side row, you do that. So there's all these special things which increase your score. So for score maniacs like me, it's like pure crap.
So the multipliers are everywhere.
Oh,
it's just
huge.
like
Yeah.
there's multipliers for hitting the ships, and then there's multipliers for killing guys in the right order. I mean, it is very, very well done.
I know, and for an Xbox Live, I think it's a perfect conversion for what you're going to do. But it's just like one of those things. Like I think is this 15 or 10? I thought I do. So we got review copies, unfortunately, but it's like I think it was a $15 game, and it's a little pricey. 15. I would say it's more 10. If it's 10, then it's a perfect price.
Yeah,
I
wish that we knew that
I know,
score.
I should've
but
looked
yeah,
it up, but-
it is a $10 game. It's definitely worth $10.
Although it was like 20 or 30 on a DS, but it's portable, so that's kind of like the other aspect of it.
But they obviously put a lot of work into it. I mean, like the mechanics of it never get frustrating. This is one of those games where it's just like I played level after level after level after level.
Yeah, and this is like one of those shooting scoring games, which is like it's totally not for you for the most part, right?
I mean, it's
Like,
not
what is it
usually for
about
me if it's like a shmuppy game. But I mean, I liked Geometry Wars. I like these other games
That's
where
true.
it's not just stupid. It's not just like getting to the point where you have to be in this like one tiny pixel or whatever. It's very thoughtful, and you can kind of really balance the way you beat a level.
Well, I like the reaction. Like, remember like how I hate shmups because you have to memorize? Like, it is kind of reactionary for a lot of things because sometimes you'll hit the the flashing thing and then you'll get a totally different bonus screen. So you can't memorize that kind of shit for the most part.
Yeah.
So, it's a good game.
I mean, it's pretty much the same.
It's
Like, we've already
Yes.
reviewed this game, so I mean, it's difficult to say much new stuff.
Watch our review from like 20 episodes ago for the most part.
Do we have some codes to give away?
We already did.
We already did.
Yes. So the haikus, right?
That's right. Yes. So we had those awesome haikus.
Yeah. So we're going to select the top. Well, actually, they've already been selected. So we're going to pick the top 3 and probably talk about them next episode.
Hell yeah!
Awesome.
So thank you guys for putting in your haikus. We love these sorts of game submission stuff.
Yeah.
So next up is I guess thumbs up.
Oh yeah, thumbs up.
Definitely buy it.
Yeah. Bionic Commando.
Bionic Commando.
Okay, this is a big game from Capcom. We played the multiplayer demo way back in the day.
That's right.
We ruled, or I did. Okay.
You whooped the living shit out of everybody there. What was your prize?
Pretty much. I got the $100 in Xbox Live points, and I got
cool.
which is awesome, and the whatchamacallit, the lunchbox.
Yes, that's
Which I
right.
haven't put on eBay yet, but I might think about it.
Yeah, so that was very cool. So we went to this multiplayer event, and we kind of got a feel for the way that they were doing the multiplayer.
It felt pretty good.
It did feel very good because you could design these levels with very interesting geometry, so you'd be swinging everywhere and trying to knock dudes down.
And that's one of the things. Like when I played the original, like back in the Comic-Con, so I played the single player a little bit. I played the multiplayer. I really kind of enjoyed the swinging aspect.
Yeah.
It wasn't too easy. It was just kind of like after you sucked initially. You really sucked initially.
There's quite a learning curve.
Once you pick it up, you get this kind of like this weird thing where you're like hitting it, swinging, you let go right at the moment, you get this flow, and it's almost like a weird racing game at that point.
And it goes against every instinct you've ever had because every game in the whole world that you've played up to this point, when you're swinging, you've always learned that it's like this is when you let go. And in Bionic Commando, if you let go right here, you go up, and then you fall and
to your
die.
death, usually.
So they actually, to their credit, they went after very realistic physics where it's like you let go here. It's like
if you want to go forward,
launching.
Yeah, sometimes you do want to go up and you want to do that, and they I noticed they added a little thing where it's like a little blue signal to let go at the right time to do that, which I think is a good thing. But for some reason, when I was playing this game, I didn't feel the same physics as I did when I played it during the multiplayer of the other one. I don't know. I think it felt like they changed it to me.
You think?
To make it almost easier. Because I noticed the areas where you could let go and then go forward seemed to have gotten a lot bigger. So I didn't feel the challenge. I didn't feel the smooth flow.
Yeah.
I was kind of just going from area to area, and it was just super simple.
Yeah.
So I kind of have to ding it for that because it was actually fun before, and now it was like pedestrian.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. Like the swinging certainly didn't have the zing I was looking for. I mean, I was kind of going around and doing it, but it wasn't. Yeah, it didn't pull me in. Like a lot of the game, the combat didn't super grab me.
Combat felt pretty good when you were shooting, but then you had all these other elements where, like, the guys would have shields. You have to throw your arm against it and pull their shield away. So sometimes it works. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
And the cool thing was you could pick up cards, throw them, toss them, hit them.
That was cool.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just felt like they didn't spend enough time on it or something. Yeah. Something about the combat didn't really. And then they took the swing, which I really liked about it, and didn't make it as good.
Right.
And then they added really shitty screens.
The loads were something else. Like that was surreal. So what I'll say is this: all of the indoor stuff I didn't like. Like you're running around a building and it's like, why do I have this arm in the first place? Like you grab onto somebody and kind of jump into them, whatever.
Yeah.
When you got outside, swinging around the world is fun. It is a beautiful world. It's very interesting. That it's wide open enough that it's kind of like you have to get over there somewhere. Deactivate these mines so you can swing on the mines and go over here. Like they did a lot of really nice outdoor stuff.
Yeah, and you can go to like jungles. They add a lot of different elements, which is cool.
Right.
It's not just like Wreck City.
Right. So I felt like all the indoor stuff was really not very fun because it kind of focused on the parts of the game that weren't that necessary. Like you want to do arm stuff. This is fucking Bionic Commando. So you'd be in these areas where there's a bunch of dudes on the ground. There's nowhere to swing, or you're inside and there's nowhere to swing.
So you have to do your combat-y.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I don't think there was a cover system or anything, right?
Nope.
So like there's nothing like that.
This game shines when you're using your arm. Like that is what this game brings to the table, right? So, like, the fact that there was a lot of areas where I wasn't using it was making me a little bit angry.
Interesting. So, like, for me, it's just like I was getting into it, and just like, I was swinging, I was doing everything, but they made the maps kind of so small that I'd be in the mid-swing, I'm like just starting to get into the game.
Yeah.
Boom, 30, 45-second loading screen.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, okay. And then you go up and you're like, okay, where am I now? What do I got to do? It's just like, I have to give them some credit. They did add some cool stuff where they added a lot of collectibles.
Yeah.
To, find out of various areas. That was cool, but it's just like, for the most part, it's like, I really wish they kind of took the Bionic Commando and did something like extra with it. You know what I mean? It felt like they kind of pawned it off. It felt...
Yeah. I mean, the thing is what they did is they walled you in with radiations. Like, that was their trick. Was the whole city is radioactive, so you've got this, like, 3-block radius you can swing around in, and then outside of that is this blue fog that if you go in there, you die. So
it's a very open world.
And you would just go kind of like, here's a goal over here, you're over here, there's a goal over here, and it's always a tunnel. You go in the tunnel, and it's like loading.
Yep.
You go over here, and it's like you go in a tunnel, loading. So it's just, they definitely didn't get like an A team of programmers to do dynamic loading, where we've played a lot of games recently where you'll play in an open sandbox world and you don't see loads.
Ever.
So the game feels huge. You're like, I could go 50 blocks that way.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of what you wanted
GTA
to feel.
4.
Yes.
Yeah, like I would have wished they would have actually used a proper open world engine.
Yes.
And I can actually use my arm.
Exactly.
And the thing is, like, I found the remember that old Spider-Man game? The game sucked, but it was an open world, so I felt like I was actually in New York. I could actually do everything. It's just like that sense of freedom is what was missing from this, and I think it ultimately like kind of ruined the game for me.
I agree. I mean, like there was a lot of moments that I enjoyed, but I didn't find myself liking the game very much. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I'm like, okay, loading this, okay, fighting this, and it was just like, oh, okay, that was kind of fun. It just never had that. It didn't. There was no grip to it.
I wonder what it would have taken. Like, should they have made a different game?
Right. I think the open world is exactly right. I think that if you had made a Bionic Commando that is basically like Saints Row.
Saints Row or like Crackdown,
where there's missions.
Oh yeah.
But you always have the world available to you, as opposed to a linear path.
Yes. And like that, if they added like some sort of like races, they would add things where like, okay, you have to get to this certain area to get this special item.
Like Crackdown.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Crackdown had the races, they had the missions. I mean, you take Crackdown, you put in arm races where like you're racing through the city.
Arm races.
Fuck, there should be other Bionic Commandos. You're racing them through the city. It's like, you know what? Like, make this into a Crackdown, GTA 4, whatever game, except you've got this awesome arm mechanic. Because this whole nonsense with him being like
a
grizzled soldier that was like accused of a crime he didn't commit.
And he's in jail, and he's broken out of jail to save the world.
And maybe, if you're lucky, you could hire the B team. It's like it just didn't fit. Like the old Bionic Commando, he had pink hair.
Yeah, you were Super Joe. Yeah. Here he's Joe, so and so. And I'm like, yeah, they mentioned Super Joe in some of the history stuff, but just like, he's not Super Joe. He's some dreadlocked, grizzled PMC guy with a big ass tough arm, and it's just like, come on.
So come on. It didn't really flow.
It's too bad. So I would say, check it. I mean, it was kind of fun. So I would say maybe, would you say rent it at least? If you're really bored?
If you're curious, I mean, go check out the footage. We just didn't like it very much. I would say with the other games that are coming out now, I would skip it. It just doesn't bring anything new to the table. Actually, you know what? What I would say though is that the multiplayer was very fun. What we did was actually pretty fun. So I mean, if you really like to play multiplayer with your friends, you guys could try renting it and see if you enjoy the multiplayer like we really did in person. It was just the single player game was kind of ass.
And I think with the multiplayer, I do recall them actually releasing a multiplayer demo. So I don't know if it was a time thing, or I don't know if hopefully you can still try it. So go check out Xbox Live and maybe PSN. You'll be able to see that.
Cool. And then last but not least,
this will be interesting.
The infamous demo. So
it's not the infamous demo. Yeah. It's infamous.
Which game is
the demo?
The infamous demo.
Who's
on
demo?
first?
What?
No, what's on third?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's on home base. God.
Yes.
So Infamous is one of these games that people are just super, super, super excited for. It's one of these like PS3 exclusive.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to comment on that because I was hearing all this stuff. Like, it was weird because you're getting that vibe with like the whole Gears versus Killzone vibe. It's just like, no, man, Prototype's going to be awesome. It's just like, no, Infamous is going to be awesome. And I'm like, hopefully they're both awesome, and they both did two awesome games.
So are they getting that battle going on right now?
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. It's just like, Prototype is the shit. Fuck Infamous. I'm like, no, I want two good games, please, because I own both consoles. But anyhow, I'm seeing a little bit of that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's always funny to see those battles going. Like you said,
they're very similar.
Yeah, don't be a fanboy. Come on now, like don't say that one game sucks, especially since Prototype's not even out yet.
Exactly.
Like you can't judge yet. If you want to do what we did and play the games when they come out and say that they suck.
Because we'll do that.
But
Infamous, it's a PS3 exclusive. It's made by Sucker Punch. So these are the guys that did Sly Cooper. Loved all the Sly Cooper games.
Yes.
They were all awesome. I can kind of sense that level of quality in this game. Like overall, like
it is shiny. Like this game, it flows. Like there is so much spit and polish put into this game. I don't even really know the story. Like, they kind of gloss over it a little bit.
Well, they have the intro, which talks about, okay, you're on some island city, and then they wall in because there's a big virus outbreak, and now it's all lawless, and you're some guy with powers who can either go good or evil.
Yeah. I'm not sure why you have the powers, though. Like
you got it because I think it was that bomb, the electrical bomb, somehow. Who cares, right?
It doesn't matter.
They're going to explain. You have electrical powers.
Yeah,
and
done. Sold.
But, dude, I love the fact that they actually make good and evil, which is just like Fable, like a bunch of other games. But the powers are specific to the good or bad.
You can get like the Emperor's dark lightning and all this other shit. Yeah.
Like I was bad. Like I think at least in the demo, you actually got to try both sides because you would take a mission and you'd be evil. Yeah. And you'd be taking a mission, you'd be good.
Just make you 100% so you can see what it's like.
But like you would have these electrical. Sorry, what's the game about before the two details? So it's a kind of open world.
It's open world, mission based. You're just kind of running around and you have a shit ton of electrical powers. You can do like shockwave. You can do
shock grenades, electrical grenades.
Yeah, you can do like strike me down. Like do your lightning attack. You're basically invulnerable to damage when you fall. Did
I die once? I don't remember if I died
from falling.
I don't think I did.
No. Yes,
I did die from.
I died from people shooting the shit out of me.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that. But one annoying part was I used the shockwave because you have to like take the cars off the brain. So I did it. I tossed a grenade, like bam. I'm like, yeah, I see this big ass car. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. It's like, it hits me and I died. And I'm like, oh, I guess I got to restart. It wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. But
so one thing that you immediately get from this Infamous demo is you feel like a badass.
Yes, I'm sure they
total ultra mega badass.
Well, you have all this. It seems like you have all the powers. So I'm sure they start you off. You have like you have this basically.
Right.
You have a joy buzzer and you go around people and you're like.
And you're like, ha-ha!
Gotcha!
Ow!
I will stop my life of crime.
Yeah.
You know, and
you're like rubbing your feet on the carpet. You're like, hey, dude, come here. Zap.
That's how you'll start. But by the time you get to 11, you're tossing these huge-ass grenades. You're like, I mean, there's some crazy-ass shit you can do in this game.
Yeah, and the shockwave and stuff is really nice, too, where you can just, like, knock cars into people. You can, like, pick stuff up and throw it around. So the game starts out, and you're... For some reason, you have to get a train from point A to point B, and you hop up on the train, and you're charging with your electrical power.
It's kind of cool. I like that concept.
It is. It's cool. So, I mean, this game is very fun.
Oh, and it's just like they have so many different types of missions. So it's an open world game like we're talking about. But like you have the escort mission, which you're on top of the train. Every time it stops, you have to protect. There's other ones where like there's a protection mission where I don't know if did you finish the thing?
Yeah.
So like there's that one like medical box and like tons of shit are coming at you and you have to go kill them.
Right.
And then the chasing one, which I actually really liked.
Yeah.
You try
I don't remember the chase. I don't think I did that one.
Well, there was like this one, like big truck, and you basically have to follow it and keep on blowing it up. But there's people also chasing it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's pretty cool, but combat is actually kind of hard.
It is.
It's surprisingly hard.
It's tough. It's one of these things. You and I were talking about this before, where it's like I have a feeling that as they ramp me into it, if I play the full game and I start from square one, it'll be one of these things where I kind of learn the powers enough that I can kind of strategically attack people. But what happens is that you're so immediately powerful that you run into these areas. They're like, okay, well, you're basically as powerful as 1,000 dudes. So we're going to put 1,000 dudes with sniper rifles all around you.
Yep.
And they're just like little buzzing gnats. They're fucking everywhere. It's like shoot, shoot, shoot. And you're like trying to hide behind stuff. And there's these magic weird wizard dudes showing up.
Conduits.
Like, conduits like fucking zapping you. And my first impression of the combat is I'm like, God damn, this is annoying.
It gets pretty annoying. I have to agree with you. I was getting pissed. You have to work into it. So, like, when you were doing the train, I think the train level is the worst aspect of that.
Yeah.
Because you have to be on the train, and there's all these guys coming after you, right? For the most part, and like you have to go away. So, what I ended up doing was, it's very important to use the radar.
Yeah.
So the radar will tell you exactly where the guys are, and you just have to walk away from the guys to get out of the range, and then find an electrical area. Basically, because like you need electricity, you need to find like phone booths, lights, or whatever to get energy back.
Yeah.
So what you do, and then you like basically like if there's a concentration of guys here, you basically pick at them. Because if you run in there, if you have no cover, you're fucked because they're all on top of buildings and are killing you, and that's probably what happened to you.
So you can't do a bum rush. I mean, like I was getting that feeling too. Like I finally kind of slowed myself down because what happens is
you want to be all powerful, right?
You just rush in. So I mean, I'm not going to ding the game for this because what I'm saying is that I definitely got really annoyed at it at first, but then I realized that you have to change your game style, and it's definitely not a ding against it.
No, and it's just like I think even with Crackdown there was some aspects of that, like where sometimes you would drive, if you drove right into a city area, you got out, you're gonna die.
That's true.
For the most part.
That's
so
true.
there was that little aspect, right?
But I mean, you did have some pretty awesome shit in Crackdown where you could like find a rooftop nearby and then soften them up a little bit with some missiles first.
True.
You know, like
but then I found that too because what I was finding was like I would go and like I see concentration of guys and I knew they'd be up there. I climb up, toss a few grenades first.
Nice.
I'd snipe people with my little, like the bzz, bzz button and like
So that's the thing is, I mean, it's very obvious this is going to be a real game. This is one of these things where it's like you're not just going to rent this game and play it for 3 hours. I mean, like this is one of these things where they built a full world. They built a world where there's strategy required to beat these missions. They're building some very well thought out missions. I mean, they're kind of coming after the GTA type of market.
And then trying to go after it a little bit differently because they are adding all the travel power. So it's going to be Crackdown. You're going to be going on top of buildings and trying to find that. And we love that, right?
Love it.
Like there's areas where you can pick up these little areas of pieces of battery, and you get 4 and you increase the amount of energy you get and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, that's going to be so addictive.
It is.
And the climbing, I think, is probably one of my favorite parts of it.
That's really neat.
It's like you're sticky. You are the stickiest man alive. All of a sudden you touch a pole like...
Yeah.
Like,
You just kind of run up that and you like jump off to a building and you're like hanging on buildings.
You can basically climb almost anything, which is really awesome.
And the worlds didn't feel restrictive. I got to say that. Like, it was one of these things where they're like, your mission is over here. I'm like, well, I could just fuck off. Like, I could just wander off this way. I was like shooting pedestrians for no reason. I was zapping people. I was blowing up cars.
So you be evil?
I think I might. I guess, like, for an additional challenge, I could try playing these games as a good guy.
You should do it maybe the second time around, but you never replay games.
I'm going to be an evil bastard. I know I will be. They're like, you could save this orphanage or you can get $1. I'm like, I'll give me $1.
That's $1 versus orphans.
Give me $2. I can make him a gangbang.
That's right. So I'm really excited about it. We both pre-ordered it to get the Uncharted ones, but I think it's going to be just like Crackdown. Remember how it's just like, I don't know about Crackdown. It's just like, it might be good. But it's got the Halo demo on it, right? So it's just like we got it for that.
And then we actually ended up liking Crackdown about 10 times more than we liked Halo.
A lot more.
So it is definitely one of those things. And honestly, the funny thing about Infamous is that you get the demo for the multiplayer of Uncharted,
You're not actually
which I'm not a big multiplayer guy, so it's like I'll play it. I'm like,
Uncharted.
Yeah.
If you can play Nathan Drake like climbing on shit and shooting people,
dude. The footage that came out this week of the Uncharted 2 gameplay, it's one of those things where it looks fake. It looks so good because the original Uncharted was, like what we've said before, it's one of my favorite games ever. Yeah. But the world was pretty static. I mean, it was like it was kind of a Tomb Raider-y thing where you climb around and do stuff.
You go point A, point B. There was a little bit exploring, but not much.
Now you're like kicking over tables, like fucking just. Oh, it looks so good.
What do you think about the co-op, though? You gonna do the co-op?
I'll play some co-op, sure.
Because that's the thing.
Maybe. I don't know if I want to share Nathan Drake with you.
Maybe you get to play, the hot chick.
Yeah.
In that case, I would want. Fuck.
You can play the hot.
We gotta trade off. All right. So yeah, I'm really excited about Infamous. It's coming out. We both pre-ordered it. And
next week.
And we've been waiting. And we've been waiting for a Crackdown-esque game for years, ever since Crackdown. Years.
I don't even know if Crackdown 2 is actually officially under development.
No, I think they were gonna do it, and then now they're making APB, right? The online multiplayer.
Yeah.
So, which I hear they might be showed at E3, dude.
Ooh.
So
okay.
Okay, thumbs up. Awesome. Go get it. Actually, the only way to have gotten it is pre-ordering from Best Buy.
Best Buy, that's right.
Which I think it might be too late. But thank you very much, G Money Productions 25, for hooking us up.
Yeah, just be patient. You got 2 weeks, you can get the game for real. But so far, what we see, we likey. Mm-hmm. So new releases.
I don't think there's anything coming out.
Best game in the whole world. Oh my god!
On what console?
On Wii.
On the Wii.
On Wii.
On.
So, Punch Out.
Punch Out. We've been waiting for this game. We played it. We played it at GDC, and it was awesome.
I've been waiting for this for 15 years.
Holy crap! Well, they did have it on Super Nintendo. I didn't play it though.
Yeah. So we both already have it. Like, we're not gonna lie. We'll do a full review next week.
And it came out during the week, so we didn't have as much time to play it. So we're not gonna review
yesterday.
it. Yeah. So I've gotten. How far have you gotten? I've gotten to the Baron.
I just beat Don Flamenco.
Holy crap! Oh, you're pretty far.
Oh, I can't stop.
Wait, you got it yesterday? Jesus.
I can't stop.
But we'll do a full review, but just want to let you guys know because you're gonna be like, "Where's Punch Out? Where's Punch Out?" So
yeah, exactly. So there's games that come out like. If we get them a day before the show comes out, we can't play everything. We both work.
Yeah.
Well, our wives
mostly,
are like, me.
Like, hang out with me.
Yeah. I'm so bored. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Back in the kitchen.
She's got her headphones on, so you can't hear anything, which is awesome.
Make me some pie.
So we'll talk about that. And the thing is, a lot of people come in and say, you guys don't play games enough. It's just like, okay, if it comes out, record on Wednesdays.
Yeah, bitch, we play lots of games.
Lots.
Eat a dick. So
the next game I'm also excited about, actually.
Boom Blox Bash Party.
We loved the first one.
We did.
Didn't sell at all.
It didn't sell, and this is going to be one of those things where I hope it's fun. I mean...
What do you mean the first one was fun? How can they take the fun out?
Mario Party.
Was the first Mario Party fun? I don't think it was fun.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying Mario Party. Imagine Boom Blox plus Mario Party. Mario Party sucks.
But, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what if they make it like a bunch of stupid, casual mini games?
I think they did.
That's what I'm saying!
But I heard they made it more multiplayer. It's like party, right? That's
I don't have any friends, though.
Oh, I know. And yeah, let's just play online. I'll also give you my friend's code.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
I don't think we can play online.
I don't think we...
Yeah.
We might be able to.
We'll probably invite some people over to our houses to play. This is like one of those things where it's like you get a group of people together. It looks like it's going to be a good time.
A hell of a lot of fun. By yourself.
And the physics in the game is so fun. Like, it's just cool to toss those blocks and try and...
I don't think they're going to get rid of the single player. I really don't. I think they're going to... We'll give it a try. We'll find out. But I have faith in Steven Spielberg.
Mario Party.
But first one was so good. It was so good.
But it didn't sell. So I mean, they might have headed more towards this casual, like,
I hope not, dude.
Karaoke market. Sing a song and throw a block.
EA Boom Blox Boogie Bash Party.
Aerosmith edition. I don't want to close my eyes.
Janie's got a block. Oh, we could go on.
Blocks.
Yeah, speaking of EA, there's a new Wii Fit on the market.
EA Sports Active.
Does this actually use the Wii Fit balance board? I don't think it does.
I guess it's got like there's like a catheter, right?
Yes, it's a catheter. You got to stick it up your urethra.
Right.
It measures the amount of
do some sphincter pinches. Yeah, so I mean, what is it? What is this game
it's
all about?
EA Active is their take on Wii Fit. They're saying, oh, like, everybody wants this Wii Fit. You cannot stock them enough of them. It's like they're everywhere.
Yeah.
But instead of using the balance board, all they do is use these.
Yeah.
And they add this extra thing that you strap around your leg, which I'm not really sure what you do with.
Kind of detects your motion. Or,
probably.
Yeah.
Maybe. Because I think there's a lot of stuff where you lift your legs up,
Sure.
and there's probably just a accelerometer in there, basically.
Yeah.
But it's got basically a lot of games. So like I was watching some of the videos on it, and you know what they did?
What's that?
So you remember the girl that was playing Wii Fit in her panties?
Yes.
So they got her to be in the commercial.
Really?
For it. So they're like playing like woo woo, but she's
she
not
in her panties?
No, unfortunately she wasn't in her panties.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Why do you even tell me this story?
Just
wasting my time.
To remind you to go watch the
other
one
one
again.
yeah.
But anyhow, so it's like some of the games are like, okay, you're gonna hit a tennis ball over and over again. So this is your activity. Woo. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. Wii Fit is selling like fucking hotcakes. Yeah. When I was over in Japan, we were hanging out with this family of people that were both in their 60s.
Yeah.
And they had a Wii, and on that Wii there was Wii Fit and a brain trainer.
That's it?
That's it. So, I mean...
Wow.
These games sell for a reason. There's a lot of things... I mean, like, now, in Japan, they'll probably have, like, Swine Flu Fighter.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you get a mask.
It's just a free mask with
Dude,
the game.
did you even hear what's happening? Like,
yeah, they're crazy. They're all losing their shit about swine flu.
Well, but no, like, all the game developers that were supposed to go to these various conventions like E3 and all that, they're not going because of swine flu. Like, Kojima is not going to Switzerland or something like that because of swine flu.
Swine flu's over! It was of the same equivalent strength as flu.
Well, the fact that was like what, like how many 28,000 people die of regular flus every year, and how many people?
Like 70 people died of swine flu.
Yeah, I'm worried about the other flu personally. But anyhow,
so get the fuck over swine flu, Japan.
Yes. But that's actually a super awesome idea for a game.
Swine flu fighter.
Swine flu fighter. Avoid Mexico. What else?
So. Yeah, EA Active. I don't know if we'll play this.
No, like I would
it'll probably sell in Japan.
I would play it if I could just use my balance board. If I can just use it, but the fact that you have to buy another peripheral, like fuck,
so it's gonna be $100 game, right? It's gonna be.
You cannot charge $100 for a fucking thing you wrap around your thigh.
Oh, you're saying you just use the normal nunchucks for the rest of the game?
Yeah, and I think all you get is this thing.
So it's an $80 game.
No. And the last game.
Yes.
Yes, Christian Bale approved.
Fuck! Terminator fucking Salvation, you prick!
Why can't you be professional?
God! You and I are done professionally. So, Terminator Salvation...
it's going to be a movie tie-in. I don't think it's going to be like Wolverine. I think it's going to suck.
Yeah, it's probably going to suck. I mean, the movie's not even getting very good reviews.
Is it?
No.
Really? I thought it'd be good. I was actually going to try watching it this weekend.
People are saying it's okay.
Dude, after Star Trek, it's going to be tough to find a good movie.
Star Trek was the shit.
Where's my Star Trek game?
That's true, huh?
I want to be Kirk and like macking on the college.
Of all
green
the
screen
cash-ins, there's not a Star Trek cash-in?
Oh no, there is. There's Star Trek TAC. It's on Xbox Live Arcade, I think. It's just like a top-down, stupid Star Trek shooter.
Okay.
But I want like a real like.
Yeah, you want to be like chasing blue bitches.
Green bitches.
Green bitches.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe I like blue bitches.
Well,
why you're racist?
Well, the blue. You know what they say, right?
What, blue bitches are easy?
No, they're hard. The green bitches are easy.
You go blue, you never go back.
That's right.
Yeah,
no,
so
big hand. Sorry.
But I'm totally down with that. I would play a Star Trek game just because the movie was good. Although, you know what else was a good movie?
What?
Iron Man. Worst game ever.
Yeah, that's true. So hopefully we'll see how that all goes. I think is like after Punch Out and Boom Blox this weekend. Like seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I
got to play at least one more game.
So when I was going out, I was renting. When I was renting Bionic Commando, I saw they've already got Terminator Salvation in Blockbuster. So I'll go pick that up. It'll probably be pretty easy to get. So we'll see. Maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe fun because maybe you get to play.
Why do you have so much?
As a mech. Yeah, you can play as the robots,
as
fucking kill some humans.
Why do you have like? It just amazes me how much hope you have for these games. You're like, oh, what was it? Like, oh, Ninja Bread Man, that's got to be awesome. You are so
I'm a
disappointed.
born optimist.
You are.
I keep hoping that video games will be fun.
It's probably good. I mean, as opposed to like that game's gonna suck.
Yeah, exactly.
That game's gonna suck. I mean,
you got to keep my heart open.
That's right.
So donations. So we got 2 donations this week. Thank you very much. There's Obo Crazy, who we actually have a voicemail from her later.
Yes.
And then the other one is Sixth Floor Madness, who sent us an iTunes card with what condition?
With the condition was he sent this really long, awesome letter, which was telling him like how great the forums were, the communications were great, and he's like, oh, by the way. There's that MMO of the Watchmen that you have to try. I'm going to give you this iTunes card so you buy it and review it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? It's on your desk.
No, you take it. Oh, we'll flip a coin later. See who has to play the Watchmen MMO.
Yes.
But thank you very much for sending that in, and thank you for your very nice letter. He sent every time you guys send us an email letter letting us know what the NooBTooB community means to you. That means a lot to us. I mean, this is one of those things where this is why we do it, and more people tell us that they've tried a bunch of different forums and then they hate them, and they show up at NooBTooB. They find a bunch of new friends.
I always hear how they always say this community is so polite. Basically, like everywhere else you go, there's dicks and people are polite and people are fun to play games with.
And it's self-reinforcing. I mean, the more people we get more and more people that teach each other to be polite and to be considerate.
And we weed out all the dicks.
And we weed out the dicks. Like we are fucking relentless. We have a clue stick, a clue by 4, banhammer. We will fucking smack you so hard your mom's vagina hurts.
Yes, it does. Seriously,
we've gotten emails like that.
Yes. But thanks. And as for donations, if you guys are interested, you want to help us out, help us buy games or whatever, go check out our front page. There's a bunch of PayPal links on the side.
Yes.
Help us out if you want.
Yes, thank you very much for that. It keeps the site running. Speaking of keeping the site running, the Modcast went apeshit. So we got Jamlock and Sunflower. They run the Modcast. Mm-hmm. So they chipped in and they got a Team Fortress 2 server.
How awesome is that? So we used to have for a while, like we kind of like died off for a bit, but now that we have the Spy and the Sniper updates, which came out today. That basically is perfect timing, so everybody's going to rush. Like I've already blocked out a 2-3 hour block of time this weekend to play and work on my. The thing is, I don't really play the sniper. I play the spy, but I don't play the sniper, so I got to work on. But do you know the special weapon that they give the sniper?
No.
Jars of urine.
Wow.
Well, obviously, right? You're a sniper. You got to go. You got to keep the jars.
Yeah.
And when you throw it on somebody and you hit them, basically it does. Whoever hits them with damage does 25% more damage.
Wow,
it's pretty nice.
They're covered in piss.
Yeah, so I kind of want to play the sniper just to throw piss on people.
Fair enough.
Why not?
Yeah, so I mean, the thing is, if you want to find out more details, either go to the forums or if you follow NooBTooB on Twitter, there was a Twitter earlier today that actually gives a link to where to find all this. So
all for the TF2 server.
For the
like
TF2
all the
server.
Details.
So big news that comes out like this. We've got a shitload of people following the NooBTooB Twitter feed.
300, right?
Yeah,
at least.
So follow NooBTooB on Twitter. Any big event that comes out, any contest that comes out. I mean, we Twitter all this shit.
Dude, we've already given away 3 Loadrunner keys. So basically, if you want free games, join the Twitter feed, and we'll give you these really clues. But dude, I was telling you, what I was telling you?
What's that?
So like, we've been getting pretty easy questions for the most part, right? It's just like stuff you can Google or something, or like whatever.
Yeah.
Like what year was Loadrunner made? That kind of stuff. But dude, how awesome would it be to have an ARG?
Ooh.
Like you send out the link saying, okay, here's the code, and like every little step is like part of the code. Whoever can get to that code to the last
bit of the code.
I
love ARGs more than anything. Can
you build an ARG though?
If I win the lottery or if I get fired, I will spend a month making a fucking awesome NooBTooB ARG. I mean, that is no joke. Like,
but even if you made like right, there's like 5 pieces of every code. So if all you had to do was just make 5 different puzzles and then have the part of the code to be like. That's pretty badass. So hopefully somebody
we should
will
get like a NooBTooB ARG team together, and we could kind of meet up for fun and design some puzzles for the rest of the community. Because I don't know if you guys have ever played ARGs. They're tough to get into. Because a lot of people are already doing them. But it's really fun to kind of find these clues in websites. We could embed them on the NooBTooB website.
We can like send a voicemail to here or do something else. You can do all sorts of cool stuff.
I fucking love it.
Yes.
So anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking about call-ins.
So now we got some call-ins going on in this jonks.
Yes. Each week we'd like to feature a NooBTooB army on the show. If you have a funny story, question, or burning story, or anything cool, let me give us a call.
If it burns when you pee, don't give us a call.
Yeah, we're not going to help you.
We do not know what to do. So you can also contact us toll-free at 888-233-8480. Send your files to feedback@noobtoob.com. You can also post them as video responses on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, and make sure you keep all your videos and audio questions under a minute to be featured on the show.
And don't forget the yow.
Yow.
Also, if you're sending in videos, please don't use copyrighted audio. Go and find some like freeware audio in your videos.
Yeah.
Because we've been actually getting dinged. Like YouTube is coming after our shit.
Yes.
So like if we post any videos that have a song in them, they're like,
we just can't
take
do
that
it
shit down. You don't own that song.
And we don't. So
yeah. So fuck them. So.
No!
I'm gonna bite the hand that feeds me. Yeah, that's right. It's
like this video is no longer available.
Yeah, they just search for videos that just like when someone says "fuck YouTube," it's just like they pull it out.
Oh,
those guys
what have you done?
Ungrateful.
So we have Obo Crazy up first with a interesting question about Dead Rising.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Tobin and Yuzo. My name is Obo Crazy. I'm a longtime fan, but a lurker on the site, and have been enjoying your show since about episode 70. I have 2 quick questions for you. First, I was watching the Dead Rising 2 trailer and was wondering if Tobin was excited about wielding dual chainsaws on a stick. Second, Bungie has released a public beta for the render-to-video service for Halo 3, and it looks like it works really well. Save films are pretty awesome, but only people with video capture cards can make machinima or montages, and this service looks like it'll let anyone record anything from a game of Halo. I have a video capture card, but it's not HD, and they're offering HD service, so I'm really excited. However, they don't list a price plan for buying points, and I'd imagine it could get expensive. So what do you think about the service, and how much would you pay for a minute's worth of video rendering? Thanks a lot. Yow!
Wow, she's got a really good voice.
She does. That's a radio voice.
Yeah.
That's nice. It makes me kind of jealous.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I wish I could not sound that good. First question.
So first question was Dead Rising chainsaw on a motherfucking stick. Am I excited?
Hello. You didn't like Dead Rising though, dude.
No, I didn't.
So are you excited?
Yes, I am excited
okay,
because chainsaw on a stick.
Did you see the bit where they had the motorcycle with the chainsaws?
Yes.
Oh.
Chainsaw like on each handlebar of the motorcycle, and they just rode forward. Yeah, so
they know. Dude, so far I've seen 2 games with NooBTooBisms. So
really?
Dead Rising. Well, remember they had a box of wine and Fable too.
That's right. That's right. So obviously we are influencing the game market with we are seen by literally dozens of developers.
Of people. The moment there's a Gunt in a game, though, we know
that's ours.
That's gotta be
ours. We copyrighted Gunt. We actually bought Gunt.com.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I wonder who owns Gunt.com.
I don't know. We should actually get it. We should see if we try to bid on it. And the second question was about the high-def video on Halo 3. awesome.
Yeah.
Because they do a lot of machinima. There's Red vs. Blue. There's a bunch of other Halo-specific stuff.
It's a really nice feature to add because people are getting more and more into kind of capturing their video. But like she said, it's very hard. Like we have a video capturing thing for NooBTooB that we paid $200 for.
But the thing is, like, you can actually get them all the way down to $50.
Yeah.
Like, they won't do HD.
It's so much work. Like, to have that built into a game is awesome.
Well, but the thing is, like to me, like if you're really going to do this seriously, something machinima or something related, then you're going to want to put it into a video editor, right?
Yeah, probably.
So the moment you do that, all of a sudden you've already crossed the lines. For me, my recommendation, if you guys are serious about it, spend $50 and get a Dazzle for non-HD, or spend $200 to get the HD PVR Hopog. That's the one that we currently use. That's the one we use for the Final Fantasy 13 footage that we took.
We took a really
awesome
fucking HD 720p video of Final Fantasy 13. It was up for like 3 or 4 hours, and YouTube was like, yoink! Square Enix came and just beat the crap out of us.
I'm surprised they didn't take down our Japan video of us at the Square Enix store. They're so freaking litigious.
I know. So we're kind of running scared now. NooBTooB's under attack. We're bobbing and weaving.
I know. Just like Punch Out.
But yeah, so what is the use case for this? Is this just the same thing where you're not allowed to actually download the HD video from
this, that's what it is. So right now in Halo you can record, I believe you can record like replays of your videos,
and you can watch them like a YouTube viewer kind of thing, right?
Well, no, you watch them in the game.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
So the whole step is
you have to go into the game.
Exactly. So the whole step is what she's saying is like for every minute or whatever, you can put it to YouTube and then do whatever. But my imagining is like the video editing software is going to suck.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be able to do very much cutting or anything like that. And it's just like they're probably going to charge a lot. So I don't know.
I was actually surprised when she was talking about them charging. Like, it seems to me.
How else would you do it?
Well, you want to drive people to your shit, right? I mean, you want to keep people to keep playing Halo, so why not just have a feature where they can publish their videos to YouTube? You know,
actually, you're right. I mean, if you're already doing all these video sharing, why don't you just have a little link? But
the more you do, the more you keep people playing your game. You know, it's just like
that's true. And the one thing I have to give EA credit for is in The Sims 3, which we're not going to really do that much. But I saw some videos where you know how you can do so much machinima in Sims 3.
Yeah.
They actually have an entire video editor in the game. I think it's actually on the website.
That's cool.
When you do that, you can like put all these links. They have music you can select to do all the background.
That's awesome.
It's pretty impressive.
And it's good because that's what people that play, the type of person that plays The Sims wants to do that, where they want to be able to say, here's this family that I raised, you know, here is like Bob cheating on Linda, and here's Linda cutting his balls off and feeding him to the dog, and it's like they make a video of it, and it's like wow, you know, cut off his nuts.
Yeah, it's just like an evil, exactly. And then you have the police searching for it, like, and then like you have a little pictogram of penis on top.
So we'll see some really funny shit coming out of this. I mean, people will make hilarious ass, they'll make music videos, they make all this other stuff, and it's like, this is the kind of features that it's awesome that developers are putting into games.
But would you actually want to use any of that stuff? I mean, would you ever want to like for me, like I want the feature that, remember the on live thing that they were doing, where it's all of a sudden just like, that experience was badass, and you hit a button, it saves the last 60 seconds. Like, that's the kind of thing that I would want. I don't know if I want to edit it afterwards.
No, I probably wouldn't.
I just want to be able to link it out, saying like, look at this time when I fucking killed Tobin,
yeah.
cut him up.
Right.
That's what I want.
It was like me versus 7 dudes, and you're like, dot, 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 and you're just like, you save it. Yeah. It's true. But the thing is I will enjoy watching the videos on YouTube when other people spend a lot of time editing this shit.
Yeah, that's
true.
What
I mean? Like, I know, because it's like watching that stuff from Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even like Little Big Planet, but I'm watching all these videos. I'm like, when somebody built a calculator in Little Big Planet out of all these gears and shit, it's, I'm glad that these things exist so that I can watch them even if I don't enjoy playing them.
As a consumer, but not as a user.
Same with The Sims. Like, I'll never edit Sims videos, but I'll probably watch somebody doing, like, Take On Me with The Sims. Or,
that's true. Or, like, doing, like, the intro to Three's Company as The Sims. Or something like that. You can do anything, basically.
It'll all happen.
Yes. So, cool.
So next up, we have Bravo 303. Now, Bravo 303...
you want to skip that?
Sorry, I skipped one. Oh, sorry.
Fatal Living.
How could I skip that?
Yeah, hello.
I'm so excited. So we already said before that anytime you guys burn or blow things up, I get a little stiffy. And so this guy, Fatal Living... He actually said that this was a birthday present for you, a Christmas present. He said it was
for me.
Yeah, he said it was for you for some reason.
But you are the one that likes all the videos, so I actually would like the thing so I could use them.
I see. But anyway, so Fatal Living said, just for us, he decided to light a 360 controller on fire.
Whoa. With
no further ado.
Hey Tobin, hey Yuzo, this is Fatal Living on the forums, and I'm going to light some shit on fire. Broken Xbox 360 controller. I'm about to light it on fire. Happy birthday, Yuzo. This is my candles to you. It's just a 360 remote on fire. You can smell that plastic burning, and boy, is it good. Hope you have fun in Japan. Well, I guess I'll just let it burn until time runs out. She's on fire. And she's burning. There you go, guys. See you later.
Whoa.
Fire! 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 Yes! Yes!
So
I kind of want to see an aftermath shot of what it would look like.
I know. I wish that he'd done that. I wish that he'd kind of done the little pile of melted plastic afterwards that was left. Hopefully that was a broken controller.
I really hope so. That's like $30 or $40, right? They're pretty pricey.
Yeah. I guess maybe I should go back and like put some music over that or something. It was a silent video. Maybe by the time you guys see this, there's already music.
Hopefully non-copyrighted.
Non-copyrighted. Maybe I'll hum over it.
Or just say fire.
Yeah,
fire. Yeah.
Just over and over again. That'll be awesome.
Maybe I'll do that. I'm going to annoy the piss out of you guys. So thank you for sending that in. But so now Bravo 303, what's going on with him?
Well, speaking about, like we were talking about making all these videos and all, this is a perfect application of exactly what we want to do. But you have to have pretty good editing software, right? Yeah. So it's GTA 4 events that we are doing on NooBTooB. Yep. Some of the awesome shit.
Yeah. So Bravo gets a kind of a group together, and they just do a bunch of events, and they've been videotaping, and this video is hilarious. So here we go.
My God, that's crazy.
I love the idea of NooBTooB Army versus Liberty City Police Department.
Man.
Like, honestly, I watched these videos. I was just like, all the multiplayer stuff looks way more fun than the single-player stuff was in GTA 4. Like, I'm watching that, I'm like, I kind of want to go play with Bravo 303 and these guys, like, do some events with this shit.
I don't think any of these game modes are part of the game either. They're just making shit up. Right? It's just like, okay, cat and mouse, you're on a moped, everybody else is in fucking Apache helicopters.
Well, no, those are game modes. They've got multiplayer game modes where they've got like one team versus the other where you're chasing them around and stuff. They got, I mean, maybe some of them are made up.
Yeah, but like the stunts and Daredevil and all that, those are like just made up shit. So it's just like, that is awesome.
So everybody's having a really good time with that, and it makes, I mean, like, you look at it, you're like, fuck, that game is gorgeous. Like, the stuff that is possible in that engine.
I wish it was more fun.
It's weird, that's the single game, but I mean, this stuff looks awesome. It kind of makes me want to dig that game back out, which they've obviously been doing. Yeah,
so every weekend, we're, like, seriously, there are so many game events going on. Like, we have, like, this weekend, it already have been done probably, but we already have, like, Space Invaders, we got Dawn of War, we got Burnout Paradise, we got...
Yeah.
I'm seriously,
this is crazy. This is every weekend. So if you want to play games with other people, come to the forums.
Go to events.
I mean, seriously, you could go anytime, day or night, and play with other NooBTubers. It's fucking awesome, and it gets better every day.
Did you see my outlook? Dude, like, my weekend is just like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. It's going to be awesome.
So awesome.
What do we got? Oh, cribs.
So, now we have a crib video from Axe for Ox.
Axe for Ox.
Gaming room, basement for when I have friends over. We have a rock band set, piano. We have a Sharp Aquas 47-inch for family and friend play. Oh, we have some comic books. We have video game magazines and walkthroughs. We have some movies, a few of my games, with PS2 games. We go here. We have more movies, more TV shows. We have more movies here. And then over here we have my desk with a desk cover made completely out of movie covers. We have my closet chock full of stuff. And then over here we have my XPS laptop. We have my PS3, and then also we have 32-inch Samsung. Perfect for when you lie down and you just want to game a little. You just sit here and enjoy. Yow.
Wow, pretty nice crib.
Did you ever notice that every kid in the world has more shit than you did when you were growing up?
Yes. Kids are spoiled these days, man.
Man, you guys have some cool shit. I seriously just, like, I would play on my TI-99 4A on, like, a
my black and white
12-inch screen. Trying to learn how to program in BASIC.
I know. It's just like these people have PS3s with like Blu-ray players and like billions of movies. Like
32-inch flat screen TVs.
We had one Betamax in our living room and 2 videos.
So you kids are having a good time. Congratulations, you lucky sons of bitches.
I wish I was 20 years younger.
So that is very cool. Thanks for showing us your cribs. We have one last quick announcement.
Yes.
Hey NooBTooB, Pizza Man 174 from the forums, just announcing that I'm going to be a father of a baby girl come October. Yow.
Wow, congratulations.
Well done, you got a girl naked.
That's about 2 months ago, I think.
That's right.
2 or 3 months ago.
So thanks for the announcement. Congratulations. It's
Gamers
nice to
have
see.
sex, that's good. Good to know.
Yeah, that's right. It's a inspirational message for the rest of you. You can get your Jimmy wet.
Yes. Reproduction is possible.
Yeah.
It is truly possible.
Unless you're looking to do this on purpose, kids, wear a rubber.
Wear a
For
Jimmy,
the love of God,
please.
wear a rubber.
And
congratulations.
For the female gamers out there, you know, the pill works wonders.
That's right. That's right. Don't reproduce, you monkeys. So, I don't know what's going on. There's too many people out there. The roads are crowded.
Yep.
So
that's all you care about?
That's all I care about. If you would stop having so many kids, I could drive faster.
Why don't you just move to Montana?
Because you're all in my fucking... Because it's nice weather here.
That's true. There is. All right.
So that is our show for the week. Check out our website at NooBTooB.com. Participate in our forums by clicking the community tab at the top of the front page.
Yes, if you're watching the video on YouTube, make sure you click on the subscription button right over there.
That's right.
And there's a video section where you can rate by touching and rubbing Tobin's junk, but don't reproduce.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't put it anywhere near your ovaries at all.
That's right.
That's all for this episode. I'm using Watson Not Bad.
And I'm Tobin Kazire. Audio engineering for NooBTooB is done by Range level 11 wizard. Ding! Strunk. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next week. Route!
Yeah.
Kick your fucking ass! I want you off the fucking set, you prick!
Yeah, I like it that beginning.
Yeah.
Kick your fucking ass! I want you off the fucking set, you prick! Now don't just be sorry. Think for one fucking second.
That's good.
Do it!
And what are you doing?
Are you professional or not? Do I fucking walk around and reach that? No, shut the fuck up, Bruce. Do I what? No! No! Kick your fucking ass! I want you off the fucking set, you prick! Now don't just be sorry. Think for one fucking second.
Don't be sorry.
The fuck are you doing? Are you professional or not? Do I fucking walk around and reach that? No, shut the fuck up.